My colleague and close friend Sam Parker said once that when we're painting public art, we're making memories for children, and I think that is, that hit me really hard when he said that, and I think it's absolutely true. Children walk past this and they know that somebody painted that, and it might inspire them to make art themselves. And I think, obviously CSX is clearly concerned about where their tracks go through and making sure they don't turn into a blight or an eyesore in the community. And that's exactly in line with what we're doing. We want to create a beautiful community, and having support of CSX and other companies has allowed us to do that in this neighborhood. So it's really inspiring.
We are out for Forward Warrior, which is a community mural project in the Cabbagetown neighborhood of Atlanta. All up and down Wylie Street, which runs along the railroad tracks. And it was organized by Peter Ferrari. He invited 20 artists altogether, local Atlanta artists, to come out here and paint all along this big stretch of wall.
We're really fortunate today to be working in Cabbagetown with CSX, whose property this is right here. They very generously donated their resources to the Cabbagetown neighborhood. It'd be really easy for CSX to kind of block what we're doing here and say, hey, we're a large company, we want our walls to stay institutional. But they're really saying to the community, thanks for having us and thanks for embracing us. We want your community to look better and be more beautiful.
Studies have shown that putting murals on public art space, such as this wall, actually reduces crime and reduces tagging. And we wanted to be a part of that here in Cabbagetown. So we were really excited when Forward Warriors approached us for this project, and we came to CSX and they were very amenable to the project, because that's both of our goals, is public safety, keeping the wall a beautiful and clean space. And we thank them very much for their help in making this happen.
Today, I'm out here along with several of my colleagues, and we're out here just making sure that the artists are working safely. Obviously, that's the #1 priority for us here at CSX. And safety isn't just in terms of where they're working, but how they're working. So me, and along with several of my colleagues, some of our special agents as well, we're out here handing out Gatorade just to make sure that the folks are staying hydrated, and that they see that CSX has a presence, and we do care about the community just as much as they do.
I know a lot of history about Atlanta, or at least I try to, and I know the railroad was important to the city and developing the city, and and this has been here a long time, as long as I can remember. So I'm finally glad to be a part of brightening it up in an official way, and I thank CSX for letting us come out here and do this. I think it's a good combo between the railroad company and people that live all around it. So I'm happy to be a part of it.
I have a studio practice, I have a fine art practice, but what I love is being able to actually be in neighborhoods and interact with people, talk to people. And this project particularly is very personal to me because I live in this neighborhood. I live like a quarter of a mile down the road. I drive by this wall all the time. I know the people in this neighborhood. I drink at this bar across the street. So this to me is like a way to sort of like add to the landscape of this city that I love, and this kind of, especially this stretch that is like very much a part of my life. So CSX, if you're watching this, just the fact that you want to invite artists to be, to work with you and kind of collaborate on these public spaces, I think is really refreshing, and we're really grateful for it. Thank you.